Story of two halves today when it comes to XRP and Ripple. We, on the one hand, have some incredibly bullish news that, well, I think will absolutely silence the critics. And then on the other hand, the SEC once again delaying everything as usual. I'm going to break down all of these things in this video. So if you're part of the XRP army, hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to check some of the links out in the description. They do support the channel massively. But with that being said, let's get into this one. So my mum always told me start with the bad first and end on a positive. The SEC looks like it's going to move forward with the Ripple case and ultimately that appeal. Now we know there's appeal on both sides, but experts are predicting this could run into the middle of 2025, which is not great for anyone holding XRP. This obviously puts us pretty much where we predict the top of the market could be coming in 2025, certainly in and around there. Actually, Ripple's legal team are, kind of spearheading this view of that that's where it's going to go to. And I guess, should we be surprised? Probably not. The only thing that may change this, however, and it's a pretty big thing if you think about it, will be who the president of the United States is. The reality here is, could this all be thrown out? If we see a very pro-cryptocurrency standpoint, then actually this all may just go away. So there is, silver lining, I think is what they said. But it says the SEC aims to challenge the Ripple court decision, which may undermine its battle in the cryptocurrency sector. If the SEC can produce strong arguments and convincing evidence, it might overcome three major obstacles. These obstacles ultimately are the summary judgment stating that XRP sales on exchange are not securities, the reduction in the $1 billion penalty for institutional sales of 125 million, and finally, the necessity for the SEC to drop its charges against Ripple executives. It has to get past that. Why did you drop your case against two individuals at the top of the chain and now pursuing an appeal? What is the kind of catalyst that sits behind it? So I think this will be a moving feast, one of which we absolutely need to stay clear. But that's it. That's the bad news out of the way. It's time to talk some very good news, some in fact very bullish news for not only XRP but RLUSD as well. We talked yesterday, and I think I actually went on record by saying I think this is going to come sooner than many people believe. Well, guess what? We now know the exchange partners that will be issuing RLUSD globally, and I think this is the important part to reference here. It says, upon regulatory approval, RLUSD will be globally available for institutions and users from Uphold, Bitstamp, Bitso, MoonPay, Indireserve, CoinMina, and Bullish. And again, this is all in relation to the fact that people are going to be able to buy it, obviously under regulatory scrutiny as it comes out. You can see here, built for enterprise use and combining the stability of fiat with the efficiency of blockchain, RLUSD can be used for instant payments, settled globally 24/7, seamless on-off ramps, easily move between fiat and crypto, tokenization of assets value, all incredibly bullish and again aligned to exactly what we need. Now you may be thinking, okay, Tube, well, all of this noise around regulatory clarity, all of this stuff that we've seen and been here before, what's different? Why is it different when it comes to RLUSD? And that is simply the people getting involved. Now we know that Ripple Swell is going on. Interestingly, on the stage earlier on, we actually had Adriana Harris, who is the superintendent for New York State Department of Financial Services, with Stuart Aldertree, talking about regulatory clarity, talking about changing the landscape of cryptocurrency in the US, and more importantly, the implications of emerging regulations for the industry. And actually, we've seen a ton of stuff coming out from Ripple Swell. It's all very, very bullish as that moves through. And we know that this is a couple of day event that I think everyone is excited by. So not only do we get this kind of noise with the SEC, this continuation of what we all know is just a complete money grab, you also have real regulatory clarity trying to come into a market that I believe is crying out for something like RLUSD, a real home for institutions to go and buy, a real opportunity, not only given some of the liquidity offerings from people like MoonPay, the on-off ramps that they do offer. I think this is very good indeed. Now, let's take a look at what's going on in the price. Interesting day. Bitcoin here did try and retest this upper range. 67,000 did try to break. Lots of ETF volume. Unfortunately, did get rejected, but we look like we may be setting up for another push depending on what happens in the next couple of hours. XRP holding still around 54 cents, down about 1.5%, in line with the rest of the market. But what do you notice here on this chart? Well, there's a very obvious narrowing as we consolidate in. At some point, this is going to have to break. It's going to move pretty significantly. And I think given RLUSD, given its link back to XRP and all the stuff going on with Ripple Swell, my view is we keep building. We keep moving up to the upside as we move towards the November election. Keep your eyes on that. That's going to be somewhere around here. And then potentially we see this break on XRP. Again, if it's a Trump presidency, you would expect cryptocurrency assets to move more than if it's a Harris presidency. That just feels like the sentiment right now. It doesn't mean that's what's going to happen, but I think it's definitely worthwhile thinking about. And especially if you think, well, if a Trump presidency gets in, Gary Gensler is then removed, and ultimately the XRP case could be thrown out with not a single dollar in fines. Well, it's hard to believe that XRP wouldn't absolutely skyrocket. We talked about the potential of a $10 XRP yesterday on the live stream as well as my update video. So I think there's lots to talk about. There's lots to keep up to date with. The only way you're going to do that is make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. You turn your notification bell to all. We're bringing you daily content when it comes to XRP, meme coins, altcoins, cryptocurrency, and everything else. So this is the place you need to be. Again, don't forget, check out those links in the description if you're looking to trade futures over on MEXC. We're giving you $8,000 worth of new user sign-up bonuses, as well as a 10% rebate for everybody trading using my link in the description. But until next time, let me know what you think of all of this in the comments down below. I love reading your comments, so I really appreciate it. And until next time, see you soon. Bye-bye.